Today, we're taking an in-depth look at our next district in the clan capital, Skeleton Park. Skeleton Park is going to bring us a new troop in the Inferno Dragon, a new spell in the Graveyard spell, and two new defenses in the Mini-minion Hive and the Reflector. Skeleton Park will first unlock at Capital Peak level 8, and much like a lot of other districts at level 1, it's not much to look at. We do have a lot to rebuild, but we also get our first look at the Mini-minion Hive. And you can see once it has a target in its sights, it can be a pest. It's going to send out those mini minions to deal lots of damage, and it does really well against like smaller swarming type troops. If it locks onto a tank, it's not going to deal like crazy damage, but this is good for taking down like rocket loons or minions or troops like that. But not only that, we get our Inferno Dragon barracks unlocked. And much like the Inferno Dragon from the home village, the super troop, it's going to act just like a single target Inferno. It's going to ramp up its damage over time. And then by rebuilding all of the ruins, we'll get a look at our next new defense, the Reflector. And we actually get two of them here at Skeleton Park level 1. And this defense is going to be very unique. It's not going to have an attack of its own. Like, it's not going to just attack out of the blue. You can see here, it's not attacking our Barbarian. Instead, it's going to reflect the damage. Look, it's going to attack the Barbarian when the Barbarian attacks it. So it's only going to attack if it's being attacked. And I want to test this out. I haven't tested it yet, but even with the sneaky archer, oh yeah, look at that. It even hits the sneaky archers when they're invisible. Pretty interesting there, guys. So the Reflector is going to be our new defense here for the Skeleton Park. It's pretty interesting. Two new defenses actually, and it's these are going to be a game changer. I like the Reflector concept quite a bit. It's not going to engage you until you engage it, and it's pretty cool there. Lightning spells don't do anything to it. I was a little bit curious about that one. But let's go ahead and let's upgrade our district. And while Skeleton Park does unlock at Capital Peak level 8, it can also be upgraded to level 2 at Capital Peak level 8. So we can go ahead and we can upgrade it right away here. Oh, look at that. We got some new customizations since I upgraded my contributions. Oh, that's fun, guys. That's fun. But with this upgrade, we get more ruins. And within these ruins, we got some of those new defenses, more of them. Another minion hive that we can unlock right there. But also another Reflector can be unlocked here within these ruins. Oh, look at that. We're getting all those clan house upgrades. That's really cool. But we also get another new thing to the Skeleton Park, which is going to be the Graveyard spell. So let's go ahead and let's unlock this Graveyard spell and let's check it out. So the Graveyard spell, when you put it in, is initially going to do nothing. What it does is once your troops die, it's going to summon skeletons. It's going to summon one skeleton for every 3 housing space of troops. So I put a mountain golem in here, but at level 1, it's only going to be 30 skeletons max, if I understand this right, but it will last till the next raid just like other spells. So you'll see here, once this mountain golem goes down, watch all these skeletons spawn. Look at that. Oh yeah, here come the skeletons spawning right there on that minion hive. So that's really cool. And if we put in another skeleton spell, let's see if anything happens. Okay, so it's only if that's, or the Graveyard spell, excuse me, I call it a skeleton spell. It's only if it's down when those troops die, but you can see it's enough to just about, can we get it? Can we get it? Oh, we get that minion hive, but also those skeletons don't count for the next one. But check this one out, guys. This is really cool. If the unit that gets taken out is an air unit, it's going to summon air skeletons. Really cool concept here. And like I said, it's gonna last till the next raid. So if we finish up this one here, when we come back in, those 2 Graveyard spells will still be there. I guess I could have thrown the third one down because there's 2 housing space, but I'm gonna try this out with the skeleton barrel. I don't know what this interaction is like because the skeleton barrel is gonna pop. So let's just kind of see how this one kind of works. Is it when it pops, or is it when the skeletons are defeated? It looks like when it pops there, that's when the skeletons are going to come out. So we could just like spam up these guys here and then just let it kind of work through. Okay, that's pretty interesting, guys. Pretty interesting to note here. So we could just have skeletons all over the map, and look at that. Yeah, once more skeleton barrels go down, we're gonna have more skeletons coming out of that Graveyard spell. So we're gonna have ground, air, we're gonna have skeletons all over the place. Really interesting concept here for the Graveyard spell. I'm really curious to see the people that understand clan capital a little bit more, how they'll be able to use this one to their advantage. I think it'll just be really good to be able to throw like 2 or 3 of these Graveyard spells on a defense that's like kind of tucked away there, and then start your raid. And as you're raiding, with like skeleton barrels or even rams or balloons, it can kind of work out there. And yeah, I said rams. There's a really cool strategy going around with mass battle rams. And one thing to note here, when you do summon all those skeletons, the skeleton spell goes away for that raid. So something nice to notice there. But let's go ahead, let's continue our journey through Skeleton Park. So finishing rebuilding and upgrading everything, this is what it'll look like maxed out at level 2. Now, if we do want to go to District Hall level 3, we need to upgrade our Capital Hall to level 9. So we can see by going to District Hall level 3, we'll get 2 more reflectors. We'll actually get a rocket artillery and then a bunch more traps and stuff for the Skeleton Park. So a pretty significant upgrade there, getting that rocket artillery. And this is what it looks like initially. Everything's going to be kind of tucked away over here with that rocket artillery, and we've unlocked everything of significance, but we will be able to upgrade things here. So we can actually get our Inferno Dragon to level 3, which it's going to look like that for level 3, 2100 hit points. And then our graveyard spell can also go to level 3 with a skeleton count of 36. And then this is just kind of what our district is looking like as it's leveled up, maxed out at level 3 for the District Hall. Now to go to District Hall level 4, which is going to be the max at the current time, we need to go to Capital Hall level 10, but we can see we get another reflector, we get another rocket artillery, so making this kind of a formidable district. So like I mentioned, District Hall level 4 will be max for the Skeleton Park. No upgrade available to level 5 like the rest of the districts for the current time. Kind of interesting, but also, like, you know, we're gonna have to take some time to catch this up. But like I said, we can rebuild, we can get that rocket artillery. There's just a few little ruins in here. We can just get a little bit of this stuff kind of unlocked here. We got the reflectors right there, so we can just go ahead and start getting a lot of this upgraded. But let's see what it looks like at max level. So with every building maxed out, this is kind of what it's going to look like, and our Mini-minion Hive at level 4 is going to deal some nice damage, 335 per second, that 12-shot burst still, and even our reflector dealing some nice damage, 350 damage per second on those reflections. So really cool there. But let's take a look at our troops and spells. Our Inferno Dragon getting up to 2300 hit points and a max damage of 1600, which is really beefy. And then our graveyard spell getting a max up to 39 skeletons. And let's just see this in action. So I ran a mix of ground and air troops here so we can kind of see this, but let's go ahead and let's just throw in like our skeletons. I don't know, maybe we can go like 1 right here to try to get this giant cannon, then maybe like 2, I don't know, maybe 2 like right here, and then we could just kind of work through this side. So I'm thinking we go something like this with the P.E.K.K.A and the wizards through there, and then we can go like some rocket loons through there. All right, nice. And then we can throw in our other P.E.K.K.A here and just start working through. And look at that, the skeletons are starting to spawn in there. Oh, that's really cool. And remember, if air units get taken out, the air skeletons will spawn. If ground units get taken out, the ground skeletons will spawn. There's something to kind of keep in mind there as you're using this. But it looks pretty effective. I guess I should have brought some rams, I guess. Whoops, we did not bring any rams. I like this. I like the concept a lot for the graveyard, to be honest. I was a little bit skeptical. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but seeing it in action here, it's pretty cool. And then remember, like, it's going to last for the next attacker also. It's not just for my attack here. So let's just go through here. I don't know, maybe we run the rocket loons in there, and then we'll see if we can get like a nice little boost of skeletons here as we're working through this section. All right, nice. Wizards are going to shoot over the wall, trying to get some of these air defenses out. P.E.K.K.A is going to go down. I think we're out of skeletons for this raid, but that's okay. We can come back in here again, and we can just unleash some complete chaos here. The mass rams here. The battle rams are really fun to use in this way. We were playing with them in Mad Ram, and it's a really interesting concept. Like, you wouldn't think this would be really effective. It's actually like super effective, especially with districts that have like those defenses kind of pushed back in the base. But look at all those skeletons spawning here, and it's all ground skeletons too, and you can kind of like play that to your advantage, I guess, like if you want to use ground or air skeletons. But man, I like this concept a lot. This is cool. I think this new district's going to add a lot to the game, a lot to the clan capital. And not to mention, guys, remember, we are getting that trophy system for clan capital. The clan capital getting a lot of nice significant changes. Also, like the player house customization. I'm really pumped up for this one. I felt like clan capital, like, it was really super exciting when it first came out and then kind of dulled down. But with this, I think it's going to bring some excitement back to the clan capital. Maybe that's just me looking for a reason to want to be excited for clan capital, but I'm pretty pumped up for this update. And not to mention, we get the super miner as well, guys. Lots of cool stuff, but we also have single player maps coming. We have some challenges coming. Oh man, this is gonna be a good update. So guys, make sure you subscribe, have those notifications on. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.